Hey, my lead. First of all, this has been kind of an abominable week since Travers did Snow Creature review, and then 2 days later, I mean not Snow Creature, since Travers did the Snow Beast review. 2 days later, I did mine, and if you take his awesome review and edit it together with my pretty decent review, you'll probably get the quintessential review of the movie Snow Beast. If you wanted the perfect review of Snow Beast, edit our two videos together, or watch his and then watch mine, and you'll get the perfect review. And then with the Monsters University fruit snack review, it had a picture of Scully on there, and he's kind of a Sasquatch, Yeti-ish looking thing. You know, he's blue and has horns. I never even put those two together until I really thought about it when I did the review. That counts. And then now I'm doing another Yeti review called Shriek and Mutilated. The weirdest thing was when I was watching this movie on Encore, they were showing a movie called Bigfoot: The Unforgotten Experience or something. What did they call Bigfoot: The Unforgotten Experience? Yeah, that's what it was called. Which is really weird though, because I was watching this and they were playing another Bigfoot movie on Encore. I don't know how serious that one was. And this is another one that's so bad it's good, but this one is, I mean, unlike Snow Beast, most people will probably like Snow Beast. Some people might actually hate this movie. Like Horror of the Spider Island, some people might hate it. If you like, I mean, because the production values on Snow Beast was pretty good and the acting was pretty good. Production values on this is pretty bad and the acting is pretty bad. But I'm going to read the review from a guy named Thorne Sherman, author of Last Gasp, Horrible Horrors from Horror Heroes. And he really overhypes the movie, and then I'll tell you my take on it. Okay. At long last, we can finally discover if the film that bears the most terrifying title in horror movie history lives up to its title. It does in spades. For film goers back in the mid-70s, Shriek and Mutilated would provide a shattering, mind-boggling drive-in experience, some would say even surpassing the me-decade horrors heaped on us by Last House on the Left, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or the Kenny Miller Blood Feast, Bloodstockings. I think I saw Bloodstockings a long time ago in Fort Gordon, when I was renting movies. I think I gave up on it after about an hour because nothing happened except like an arm grabbed the girl they were in this cabin and like a monster's arm grabbed the girl by the neck, and I think I gave up on it. I shut it off. I never saw the whole thing. I think that's the movie they're talking about, but it doesn't surpass Last House Left or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the old one, or the new one either. Well, back in 1974, filmmaker Ed Allen, hot off the drive-in classic Invasion of the Blood Farmers, that's supposed to be another incredibly inept film that's supposed to be so bad it's good. Teamed up with exploitation pioneers Michael and Robert Finlay to create the definitive Yeti movie. And Shriek of the Mutilated features the most horrifying Yeti since Wilder's Snow Creature and the most kinetic Snow Beast butchery since Warren's Man Beast. Now, I didn't see Snow Creature. That might have been the 50s one. I couldn't remember the title to. I didn't see Jerry Warren's Man Beast either. I didn't see those two. Now, briefly, an over-eager scientist takes a group of parting students on a quest for a legendary Yeti. Long ridiculed by fellow academics, Professor Prell is determined to show the world Yetis do exist. Sadly for the students who accompany him, the truth is far worse than the kindly professor ever imagined. Produced on shoestring in New York, cast with mostly local unknowns, Shriek overcomes its limitations by a plethora of stomach-wrenching, emotionally devastating gore sequences. No, it ain't. No, it don't. Including death by electric carving knife, death by toaster, predating the 1995 gore classic Jacko by over 20 years. Never saw Jacko. And death followed by being tied up to a tree after death. Now, the knife carving scene was, well, I'll tell you that after I'm done with it. Retro Media is proud to present yet again a powerful restoration of a very significant film from our shared past, remastered from the best available film elements, recreating what we assumed would be to have the original creative team's vision, brilliant in its embarrassedness, sparing in its brilliance. Shriek and Mutilated will rip the flesh off your guts and stuff it down your throat if you have been warned. No. Well, anyways, it says that, some of the video and audio imperfections do exist, and the song Popcorn does not appear in this edition because they had a part in this party that they were showing popcorn, and they had like some, you could tell there was like some overdubbed music and stuff. I would like to hear the song Popcorn. That would have been cool. I don't know if that song's any good, but I wouldn't mind hearing that song. That's not on the movie, but it's not scary at all. It's not. Well, the thing with the electric carving knife, at the party there was this one guy that's nuts. And people were saying that he's crazy, he drinks too much. He over panics about field trips because he was on an expedition for these other kids when they looked for the Yeti, and he said that all the kids were killed except for him. He was attacked, but he survived and he became a big alcoholic. Well, anyways, he was drinking, he spazzed out at the party, he went home with his wife, he started drinking again, and his wife said, "No, you can't drink anymore," and he slapped her, and then she grabbed her, and then he grabbed the carving knife and went like this, but they didn't show that, they just showed like, just her reactions right here. They showed some blood on the sink and stuff, and then she found, and then he was in the bathtub with blood on, just drinking, trying to scrub the blood off and stuff. And then you see her crawling to the bathtub, and she plugged the toast and dropped it in there. The way they did that was kind of neat, but I mean, it's not emotionally devastating, trust me. And this is like one movie where the production values are really bad, acting's terrible, and it kills this one guy. You see his leg ripped off, and then this one girl's in the greenhouse, and she screams, and all of a sudden they all have rifles, all of a sudden the president, and it goes like this, it shoots up in the air, and she runs like she's drunk out of the greenhouse, and then all of a sudden she gets her leg pretendingly caught in the rocks, and then you see the monster go like this, because it's some guy in a suit, obviously, go like this, and she saw scratches on his face. And that was pretty much about it. It looks like they could have filmed some of the wood sequences out in my backyard, or like in my old house in the forest we had back there, They could film some of the sequences back there. Except for the dilapidated houses. They got, that location was okay. But it's really a cheesy movie. Some weird things happen because they want to try to lure the beast and capture it in this wolf trap, and they got like pieces off the guy's leg. They kept it on a table after the guy loses it, on to cover it up, and they put like a piece on there. And apparently the monster got away, so they decided to take that one girl's body that died and tie it to a tree to lure the monster to try to capture it. And some of the weirdest things happened after that, and I'm not telling you no more. You have to see it for yourself. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. It's so bad it's good. And like with Snow Beast, most people like Snow Beast because Snow Beast is actually pretty good. But with Hordes of Spider Island and especially Shriek and Mutilated, you'll probably either love it or hate it. It's really bad, really badly acted and stuff. It's crazy. So that's Shriek and Mutilated, and I just wanted to end this thing of abomination, with abominable snowman and stuff like that. It's been just a weird couple of days. I forgot I had the movie. I'm glad I saw it. I wanted to do a review for you guys. And I thought I'd also do something else. Right here I got some stuff. Usually my dad likes chipped ham. And last week when I got chipped ham, they gave him the more expensive stuff that's $5. Because usually the chipped chopped ham is more processed, and it's like $3 a pound. Well, this stuff is Virginia ham, more like original ham, sliced thin, and it was $5 a pound. So I got that, and he really liked it. So I wanted to try this. This is Virginia ham. I don't know what brand it is, but it was $5 a pound from Walmart. See, it looks like something the Yeti would eat. Let me try something. It's very good. I don't know what brand it is. Virginia ham, you can taste some honey in there too. It's very sweet. It's very good. Got the Yeti. Maybe I'm the abominable. You never know. And also we got a hot pepper cheese. And I know this is the hot pepper cheese from Land O'Lakes. You know, the people who do the butter. And it's pretty much a jalapeno cheese. You can see the piece of jalapeno in there. And this is like $5 a pound, I think, too. We'll try some of this. Now they have a super hot pepper cheese. I'm not really a cheese person, but I like the hot cheese. I like horseradish cheese also, or like pepperoni cheese. But I'm not really a cheese person, but I do like pepper jack. And I'd like to try ghost pepper cheese, because some people have been reviewing that. I'd like to try that, but they don't have that at Walmart. That's not bad pepper cheese. Like usually I try those with a meatloaf sandwich. I mean, not meatloaf, a pepperoni sandwich with honey mustard. And I have a little Pepsi Max. Wash it down a little bit. It's pretty good. So that's been a review by Shriek and Mutilated. I just had a lot to talk about, so I've been adding extra stuff to some of the videos and stuff. And I think that's about it for tonight. So I do late night. These horror movies are really cool, and monster movies are a lot of fun, but Shriek and Mutilated is pretty bad. So bad it's good. So, until next time, take care, my legion. And, hey, subscribe and like this video. I hope you do. So, that's it for tonight. Take care, my legion. That's Saw, right there. Saw is cool. Which one is that, Saw 6 or what? Your buddy Donnie Wahlberg's Donnie Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg, that's Saw 6, I think. I don't think Donnie Wahlberg's in that one. You know who Donnie Wahlberg is. That's a good one, though. Saw movies are cool. Whoop. Yeah, I forgot something on the thing for Retro Media video, or DVD, I'm saying. They used to, this is Fred Olin Ray's company. Ooh, you see my reflection right there. Kind of cool. They used to have a card in here that, you know, you fill it out and you mail it out. And usually, you get one of four gifts. There was like a picture of his wife, Miss Kim. She'll sign her name and mail it to you. Picture her maybe, or a book of old-fashioned pulp horror detective stories, or a CD, or like like a plaque you can frame saying I was conceived at the drive-in, you know. Or for like, and also in there you can ask him a question. Because I remember I asked him a question about the sequel to Scalps. She never did. It was called DJ's Revenge. He never did that. Or a sequel to a movie he did for Full Moon called Sideshow. He never did the sequel either. If I asked if it did exist. Remember this old Joe Walsh song, In the City? Remember that? Well, watching the End of the Warriors. The End of the Warriors had that old Joe Walsh song, In the City. I didn't know that was the end for the Warriors, because I saw it on TV a long time ago, and I got a thing of it on DVD, a copy of it on DVD. It's really good. And that was infamous back in 79, 80 for having like riots between gangs, because it's like a gang movie. And like the gangs would be waiting in line to see a movie, and fights would break out. Fights would break out in the theater and stuff like that. That's how guys knew notoriety. I think New Jack City got notoriety like that too. Well, anyways, I got off topic. You could on the question you could ask Fred Olin Ray a question, and then he'd reply to you, or one of his staff probably would reply to you. Like I said, the sequels to Sideshow don't exist. The sequel to Scalps, was promised in the titles, was never made. Anyways, you could do that, or you could save up 4 of the cards and then mail them all in together, and you could get like a film cell, a movie called Evil Toons. It was an animated. It was live action and animated, mostly live action with a little bit of animation. And they show you, and they'd actually send you an actual actual animation cell from the movie if you saved up 4 things. Now the only thing I got a couple of things from them. There was no card in this one, but back when I was getting the DVDs a while back, I got like 2 cards. I mailed them out. One of them I got was a picture of Miss Campbell somewhere, and then I got a copy of that book of the pulp story, which I donated to the library when I finished it, and that was pretty good. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that thing. They have like a wrestling thing. Also, he's a wrestler, Fred Olin Ray, and he has like ACW or something like that. And Terry Funk was in a match, and then some guy yelled out, "They call him Funk because he schemes." And then Terry Funk was pointing at him, swearing at him, and stuff like that. It was really funny. The crowd was like, "Ooh," So that's my little shout out to Retro Media. I forgot to add that they used to give out gifts and stuff like that. Some places don't do that. And like when I was a member of Media Play went out of business. They used to, a couple of times they gave out some free DVDs. I got like a free sample of 24 Season 2, the first 2 episodes. And I got they had like a wildlife thing with trailers from those IMAX wildlife videos on one DVD. And then the other DVD had like one of the episodes. And that was like 2 cents. And then I got a free DVD of the movie Deadwood there. And sometimes they give out promotional things. I remember I got one for Scary Movie 3 that had like 2 scenes from Scary Movie 3, and then the trailers from the first 2 Scary movies. And I remember a Media Blaster sent me a DVD of like some trailers from their Shriek show and Tokyo Shock and stuff like that, and a couple of other things that they did. So I always thought that was pretty cool. Sometimes you can get free stuff in the mail, but not that much anymore. Or you could go to like Best Buy and ask for like free sampler videos. Sometimes I got there was one that was a tie-in for the Hulk and Wanted. It actually had an episode from the old Hulk TV show, which was cool. I remember I got one from Bolt, which had like 2 or 3 scenes from Bolt and the trailer from it. It ain't bad. They don't cost nothing. They might cost like 1 or 2 pennies. And that's about it. So I thought I'd mention that for little thing for a whole retro media, and then I'd edit that in. I have a little deleted scene after I ended the video, when it was still recording and stuff. So that's about it. I'm gonna edit it all together, and it's so bad it's good review. So until next time, take care, my liege, and please subscribe and like.